Hi. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I see we have a few people here already. Can you guys see me and hear me? Can you see and hear me? Hello. If you guys just want to drop me a little note saying, yes, I can hear you. You got stuck at Wayfair. Hello. And you can hear me. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Did it rain today again? We're in Florida, and it rained here. All right, guys. Well, do you hear a little echo? All right. Okay, good. The echo's gone. All right, guys. I'm so excited everyone's here. Just to give you a heads up, if you're showing up as Facebook user, you need to log in to the StreamYard app. No? Okay.
On their Facebook feed, there should be a button that they can click.
Okay. So on your Facebook feed, there's a button you can click, and that button will allow your name to show up in StreamYard. And the reason why you need to push that button is because if you don't, it won't show up with your name as a comment, and then you won't win a prize. Oh, okay. I don't know. That's what I was told. Someone said, I asked why with the names, and I was told that because you had a little button on your Facebook app, apparently it says StreamYard. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Hello there, Joan. You're on YouTube, so the echo's really bad on YouTube. All right. Hi, Dawn. So Matt's working on the echo. We're not really sure where it's coming from. Sorry about that. Okay. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, it is. All right. The echo went away. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Matt's going to focus on getting rid of this echo. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. Oh, yeah, it adds to the spookiness. So we are super excited about this month's release. August is here, which is always so super exciting. Now, normally we release all of our Christmas and all of our Halloween in July. However, with just the world like it is right now, we push everything back. So you will have, this month we have some Halloween and some Christmas. And in September, you will have the rest of Halloween and fall, and mixed in with more Christmas. And then in October, we'll finish off with our Christmas release for 2022. So I'm very, very excited to show you guys these items. Christmas is one of those seasonal products that you basically work on all year round. You know, I mean, if I get in, like right now, if I have an idea for something for Christmas or Halloween, I will go ahead and make it and submit it, and it might sit on the shelf for 6 months before it's released because you don't have a choice but to, get ahead. So it's one of my favorite times of the year because I do, when you're trying to get ahead, I do get to play around with products and design new products at the same time. So that's kind of cool because it helps me tie in. It helps me tie in 1 year from the next. So a lot of the products you're going to be seeing, you're going to want to pull out your previous BFX products that you've purchased in the past because you will see how they work together. Okay? So my name is Nicole Petersen. Welcome to Picket Fence Studios. I'm the owner, Nicole Petersen, as well as my husband, Matt Petersen. He walked away. We are in Florida this week. So, small business owners, you work 24/7 no matter where you are, right? And our youngest daughter lives in Orlando and works for Disney World, which was her dream since she was able to crawl, probably. And so we're here visiting her, spending some time. We're in Kissimmee. So we, loaded up the car and the two big girl poodles, and the little stayed home with the groomer. So this is our second day here. So we've just been hanging out, and it rained yesterday and today, but hopefully tonight we can finally get in the pool. So yes, it is super fun. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the new products. So we have Christmas and Halloween, and you can say fall also as well. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in front of me real quick. So here is a card that Sarah made. So I have a few cards for myself and Sarah. And see her little ghost arm. He had to go from Idaho to Louisiana, and then Louisiana to Florida. So this right here is an example of about 4 of our new products. All right. Then we have, this is my card that I believe weighs a pound, but it is full of fun little embellishments because I really wanted a kind of a gingerbread house that was full of candy. You know what I'm talking about? I think just from being a kid and always loving candy. And you can see here, this is our paper Glitz, the color Sparkle. Isn't that cool? Back here, this snowflake is from 3 years ago. Still using the snowflakes. The Joel Noel was last year. The little deer was from last year also. So the only thing new on this card is actually the gingerbread, the leaves, the candy canes, and the embellishments. So I really, really want you guys. And we're going to talk about this. You see what we see here? So this is what's happening. Tonight, I'm going to show you guys all the products, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about cards. I'm not going to make anything tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different techniques, okay? I might make a card. I might not make a card. We might get stuck on me talking just about, the new paper glazed velvets, or we might talk about Lux and watering down paper glaze to make flicks. So basically, from now on release day, it's always going to be me talking about. No, it's not 3D. I would say it's 2D. I mean, it's popped up for sure. So the first night is always going to be me on the 14th is always going to be me going through products, talking about cards with you. And then on the 15th, we're going to get down and dirty and talk about basically things that you guys want to know. I mean, I'm going to obviously focus on the newer products, but it's going to be more of like a teaching class, sort of. Sometimes it'll be a card. Sometimes it might just be pulling products together and things. So, all right. Now, another thing that I want to go ahead and show you guys is this. So let me show it really close. This is our cork fabric. It is a brand new product that is not in, no one else sells this in our industry. And this right here was die cut. And then I'm gonna flip it over for you. And then I die cut it again and I backed it on black cardstock. Okay. So all I did was die cut it and then I backed it on 2 pieces of regular black cardstock. So this is one of the cards I might have time to put together tomorrow with you guys. I see this tree not only as Halloween, I see this tree as a gnome tree as well. If we could find some, if I could get some teeny tiny little gnomes, they could peek their heads out of the little cute little houses. Isn't that fun? So not necessarily just for Halloween. All right, then I want to show you guys this. So this is product. It's called, what did we call it? The cork?
Fabric cork paper.
Fabric cork paper. This collection of 5 is called Autumn Splendor. Okay, and what it is, you get 5 pieces. Okay, 5 pieces that are cut into 6 by 6. That way, you can get an A2 card front out and still have a little bit left for fun things. You know, like I actually die cut some words. Here's another tree that I die cut. Look at this, guys. Is that not amazing? Look at that. I didn't put it down on paper yet, but isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at the detail. I mean, it's just beautiful. Cork, and look, it die cuts this delicate also. Now, let me tell you, when you die cut this delicate, and when this is delicate, I used a shim. I used a metal shim, and I ran it through twice. Okay. Also, I'm going to keep saying this over and over. The cork fabric has a cork side and then a fabric side. You want to lay your die face down. Okay. Face down on top of the fabric side of the cork paper. And the reason why is because this part here, the fabric, obviously it has lines that go, fibers that go up and down and side to side. So you want to make sure your die is cutting through all of those fibers. It has no trouble cutting through the cork. You just want to make sure you put the die side down first. Down on the fabric side of the cork. So there's 5 colors in here. So this is, and you can see they're absolutely gorgeous. I use wood paper a lot in my cards just because I like the texture of it. And I tell you, wood paper is very expensive. Look at this one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, guys? That is, I didn't die cut this one for tonight. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And then this is the orange, which I did die cut with the tree. Okay. Now the tree, I did also die cut 2 black trees out of cardstock, and I just literally put some liquid glue at the bottom, laid it down, and just worked my way up. So you get a sheet of the orange. Look at this black. The black has gold foiling on it. Can you see that? See that gold foiling? The orange it's almost more like a platinum than a real gold or a silver. It's kind of more platinum. These two do not have foiling, obviously because they're meant to look like trees, right? But the orange it's like a platinum. The black is a true gold. And then you have this one, and this one has a little bit, tiny little bit of, no foiling. But this is what I die cut this tree out of. Hold on, guys. So right here, this is what I cut this tree out. All right. So this is called Autumn Splendor. You get 5 pieces, 5 different shades in one pack, and each sheet is 6x6. And then this shows you a really good image of what it looks like on top of black paper. All right. So now let's get started. Oh, look, you want to see the letters? I also die cut. This says Happy Halloween, but you can see how intricate. You can die cut the letters also out of the Cork paper, if you can see that. So it's very simple to die cut with the cork fabric. It's not paper; it's cork that's laid on top of fabric. I keep saying paper; it's really not paper. All right, so let's do Halloween first, okay, guys? So let's look at all the Halloween. This is a huge release. All right, so here we're going to start with. This is called Such a Fright. Okay, Such a Fright, and this comes with. It actually was 5 pumpkins, but 4 stamps. And they have really fun little sentiments on them. This is a 3x4, and it also has a coordinated guide. The design team did so many samples with this. They really, really, really enjoyed it. Then it has a little matching friend. So it's similar pumpkins, okay? But instead of it being just a 3x4, I did it in a 2x6. That doesn't mean it's 6 inches tall. That's just what the stamp company calls this size. But it actually fits perfectly on an A2 card, and it does have a coordinating die. So these guys go together. So you can see how fun that would be to make a scene with tall pumpkins and then other little pumpkins on the side of them. Super, super sweet. All right. Then we have so this isn't really Halloween, but this is a seamless stamp. I've been wanting to do this. It's called Brick Wall, and it's a seamless stamp. So we know that seamless stamps mean I just started showing things. So a seamless stamp means that you stamp it once, and then you can repeat stamping on top of it, on the bottom, and both sides. So you take a stamp that's the size of a 4x4 that costs $11.99, and you can turn it to as large as you want. So this is a very good way to collect background stamps and they're very economical. Very, very economical. All right, then we have another seamless stamp. This one is called Raining Zombies. Look how cute. Aren't they cute? One of the design team members used pastel colors with this. And I was like, ooh, pastel. But you know what? It was so super cute. Super, super, super cute. And the zombies, they're just, again, this is a seamless stamp. So it's repetitive. You can stamp all 4 sides and make it as large as you want. And you only pay $11.99 for it instead of like a normal 1999 stamp set for it to be 6x6. So here we do things like this to help you guys actually save a little bit of money. PFS does ship internationally, yes. And you can email us at info at pfstamps.com if you have any questions with international shipping. All right, guys. So this is Raining Zombies. Then we have Here for All the Boobs. I just thought that was so fun to have a stamp set. I think it's to have a stamp set that matches any type of Halloween card that you want, right? It could go with the zombies. It could go with the brick walls. It could go with pumpkins. It also is going to go with another die cut that I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is called Here for the Boobs. And it does have these 3 sweet little ghosts. And it's all fun little trick-or-treating, bags full of sweets, ghosts are walking down the streets. Just fun little things. Like Happy Halloween to you, my boob. Just super cute, right? And there is a die set that goes with this. It doesn't have a coordinating die, but there's a die that this works well with. Then we have what's called pins and needles. Look how fun this is. Is this not fun? I mean, how cute is that? And it does not have a coordinating die because all you need is a circle. That's it. Or you could just stamp it directly onto your paper. Isn't that super cool? And those of you that like to stitch, you could stamp this and then come back and just run little stitches across the mouth if you wanted to add some stitching to your card, some detail. Isn't that fun? And this one says, thinking of you this Halloween season, I've been on pins and needles waiting for you all year, smiling bright to wish you a great Halloween night. Yes. And like Sarah just said, the misshapen circle dies worked perfect for this. But any kind of circle die that you have would work well. But I'm going to do some stitching around this smile. I think that would be fun. All right. Then we have a sentiment set. And this says Happy Halloween. So it's 2 dies, okay? So if you wanted to lay this onto your card and actually die cut it directly into your card, the letters are attached to each other. However, when they cut out, they do cut out separately. So you have the best of both worlds where you can lay this out and die cut it into your paper and get that negative look, or you can use it for individual letters. So it's Happy Halloween. Okay, and here's my ghosts. These are called 3 Ghastly Friends. This is a die that I made this time last year. And I made it last year because I thought of it after I had finished my Halloween collection last year. And it was something like, okay, yeah, I want these 3 ghastly friends. So it's been sitting, waiting a year. So this is a sentiment set that I made to go along with the ghosts. Now, obviously, guys, you can use any Halloween sets or sentiments that go along with it. But the Here for the Booze talks about ghastly friends. It talks about trick or treats. It has the other 3 little ghosts right here. And if you see Sarah's card, this is what those 3 ghosts look like. Aren't they cute? So fun. All right. So if you need a sentiment that goes with some ghosts, Here for the Booze works great for 3 ghastly friends. And these ghosts also die cut from the cork fabric are so cute. All right. Now this stamp set has been, I know I keep saying on the shelf, this stamp set was supposed to be released last year. However, we all know how the world is, right? I love this stamp set. And it is called Cat Plays the Fiddle. Cat plays fiddle to the silver moon. And if you're my age, you remember there might have been something that went around Halloween time that always talked about a silver moon. So here we have a cat. He's out there playing to the silver moon. And then you have these two large circle-like images also. There's some beautiful samples with this, guys. Absolutely gorgeous samples. And it does come with a coordinating die. Now, this coordinating die set does not include these three sentiments. It includes the cat, this Halloween, and then the two circular. I told you I made this over a year ago. So it was before I started including every sentiment in every die set. So it does have this beautiful happy Halloween. And that's really the one you want because it's the one that has the little spider dangling off of it with that, and I think that's an owl and a kitty cat. So this is called Cat Plays the Fiddle to the Silver Moon. Beautiful cards. All right. Then if you remember a couple of months ago, we had a huge Slimline sentiment that was called You Deserve to Be Spoiled. Well, now we have one that says Have a Spooky Night. And everybody, these fly off the shelves, guys. They really, really, really like them. And the reason why is this, so the word have die cuts whole, then the word a, spooky is one word, and night is another. So again, I kept her card here. So you can see have is one word, a spooky night. So you can see that they stretch across a slimline card. However, if you wanted to turn this card and have it vertical, you could still put have a spooky night. Also, if you layer some of these words, overlap some of these words just a little bit, they do fit on an A2 card, okay? I don't have a sample in front of me, but if you look on the website, you'll see that Have a Spooky Day actually can be used on an A2 card front, as well as the ghosts. So that is Have a Spooky Night. And it does come with this shadow. And a couple of design team members die cut the shadow into a slimline card and created a shaker card with this outline. It's so cute. I mean, they did a fabulous job. It always amazes me the creativity that they use and what things they can come up with. So super fun. All right. I expect this to be the #1 seller, because this is the die that every design team member used, and some of them used it 2 and 3 times. It is called A2 Spooky Die, A2 Spooky Tree Die. Now, when I first designed this tree, I really wasn't trying to be spooky. I wanted to do something with gnomes, and not necessarily like garden gnomes, but kind of more like forest gnomes, right? I know everybody loves. I knew y'all were all going to love this tree because when the concept came out, and I'm like, oh, that could be Halloween, that could be spring. You could take some glaze and make some leaves around it. You could put little woodland creatures in here. What about some cute little birds? You could put a bird sitting on top of each one. Yes, great. So I was thinking woodland gnomes, not necessarily like gnomes that we see for cards and stuff. Yeah, this one came out really good. Where's that? I had that card. Where'd it go? You would think that you don't lose things in such a small space, but it was this card that I had with the ghost. I mean the tree. It's okay. We'll find it. No, that's it. We'll find it and I'll show it to you later. So yeah, this is probably going to be the #1 seller this month. It's very versatile. Okay. Then we have, I'm super excited about these. These are called, this one is called Slimline Haunted Lair Cover Plates. And this one is A2 Haunted Lair Cover Plates. So guys, you can either make these into shakers or you could use them as backgrounds. I have a plan for mine. So I plan on taking the I haven't done this yet, but I plan on taking the Slimline one and I'm going to cut it right in half, right along here. And I'm going to turn half of it into a shaker. Okay, just half of it, and put that on my card, and then put some ghost coming out from underneath it, kind of like "Boo, I see you" kind of thing. So fun. Also, I think this would be great to cut with some acetate and make your own like little stencil with it, if you will. It's just such, it's really good quality. And then you have the A2 version also. So you have Slimline and A2, and this is called Haunted Lair Cover Plates. This is when this I don't always get to play with everything. Sometimes months stack up before I get to, but I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm cutting this thing in half, making a shaker card, and putting some ghosts on it. All right, let me show you the rest of Halloween. This is something else that I have had waiting to release for you guys. This is called Cauldron of Bats A2 stencil. Okay, so if you see this, you will. We try to please. Oh, look here. I'm sorry. Here's one of Sarah's cards. So here's Sarah's card. So do you see? This is the tree that we were just talking about. Okay. What she did, she die cut it and then cut it in half. Sarah always does this technique. And I always forget to do this, but she does it. And she took the tree and cut it in half. See, and used an A2 card. Isn't that amazing? Look how beautiful that is. And then she also, Sarah, we got to talk about how you need to show us how to make your moons, because I know a lot of people probably wonder, how does she make those moons? Am I right, guys? Do y'all want Sarah to teach you how to make those moons? Don't y'all agree? Sarah needs to teach us how she makes her moons. Sarah, are you listening, sweetheart? Moons. We got to know how to make Sarah's moons. So here on top of this, you see the bats. This is the cauldron, the A2 cauldron of bats. This is, oh, here it is, this stencil. Okay. So what I did is, you listening, Sarah, sweetheart? Sarah's my girl. So what she did is she took this stencil and overlaid it on top of her blending and made her bats look like they're flying out. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, definitely. So this is the A2. And what I mean by A2 is that, watch, I'm going to put this on top. This is the A2 card. Do you see how that everything is covered by the A2 card? Do y'all see that? The whole design, all of it, fits on the front of an A2 card. So that's what that means. Whenever you see that I'm talking about an A2 stencil, that means that I made the stencil where the entire stencil fits on an A2 card front. You don't have to worry about it hanging off or anything like that. It's just right there. Yeah, guys, a lot of really good designs with this card. So this is Cauldron of Bats A2 stencil. Who's mooning who? That's funny. And I also made it in Slimline. Okay. Now I actually did this a Slimline sample when I was testing this, and I don't always keep the samples because sometimes I'm like, let me just hurry up and get this done. I did this with Black Magic Glitz, with paper glitz. Oh, it came out so nice. It's just the perfect little swirl of bats. And the two bats up here, some of the designers actually put this part on it to card front because they're larger. Do you see how much bigger these bats are? So you really can get away with owning both of them, because even though they're both bats, you can see that they're not the same size. They're two totally different sizes. Yes, they look different from each other. Absolutely. And even, I had to call them a cauldron of bats, but they look different enough to where it's something that you would want both of them. All right. Now, I'm going to have to open the next thing for you guys. So this is something new that I dreamed up. So we know that a lot of companies right now are putting out layered stencils, right? And you get like 4 6x6 stencils for $25. You know, I, I wanted to come up with some kind of layering stencil, and I've done these in the past. A layering stencil that was not going to break your pocketbook, and it's affordable and something that we'd want to use. So what I did is these are both called Welcome to the Graveyard. Okay. This one is called Welcome to the Graveyard A2 Blending Stencil. So this tree, okay, is sized perfectly for an A2 card. And then it also has the tombstones. It has spooky clouds, and even a couple of crosses. Okay. And you get, with me, we don't throw stuff away, right? So you get the mask part as well as the stencil. Okay. So if you purchase the Graveyard A2, you're going to notice this is regular price, the regular price, like all the other Slimline stencils. However, if you look at the one that's called Slimline, Welcome to the Graveyard Blending Stencil, the price point is going to be higher. And that's because you get 2 4x10 stencils in here. Okay. But it's still not going to cost $20 because I finagled it around. I spent time trying to figure out how we were going to get this to work without spending $25 on one stencil. But I'm going to open it and show you guys because I really want you to see and understand. So what I did is, this is the Slimline version. Hey babe, give me a piece of colored cardstock right there, like whatever color, it doesn't matter, black or whatever. Thank you. Okay, so here's this. That's better. So you're going to see you get 2 4x10 stencils. Okay, guys? So you're going to get this stencil right here. This is the same tree as the A2. Okay, the same exact tree, except it's going to fill up a Slimline card, right? And then you also get the mask part also, because we don't throw stuff away. Why throw this away? People should give this to you. Then you're going to see you get all these teeny little pieces in here. But what I want to show you is with the Slimline one, you get a few more extra pieces. So you have 3 spooky clouds. You have the 2 crosses with the tombstones. These tombstones are, and you can see they are bigger, okay? But also you get 2 ghosts. You get 2 hands, like coming up like zombies. You get a witch, and He's Young made a card with this witch. Oh my gosh. I was like, look at that card. And then I know Jen did a card with these zombie hands coming up from the ground. So cool. And look, spooky grass. Grass can be spooky. There's your spooky grass. So this is the one that's called Slimline Welcome to the Graveyard Blending Stencil, because you're going to get 2 4x10 stencils, but remember, you get all the pieces. Okay, here's your grass if you wanted to use it for a mask. Here are your tombstones. There's your spooky clouds. There's your witch. Okay, so you get all of this within one package, and this doesn't cost $25. Stencils are meant to be fun. And I have always thought of stencils as an inexpensive product, and I want to keep it that way. So you will see more products like this in the future, where I have figured out how to get all the blending onto one smaller stencil, where you might have to manipulate the stencil a little bit to get it to work, but you're saving so much money, right? I mean, I think this is $15.99, $12.99. Okay, don't quote me. It's very inexpensive compared to some of the other things I've seen. So again, this is the Slimline. Slimline, Welcome to the Graveyard blending stencil. Okay. And then we have the A2. So now do you see the difference? This is the A2. So where you don't want the tall tree, you can still get a shorter tree that fits perfectly onto an A2 card. You still get tombstones, the crosses, and the scary clouds. Thanks, guys. I really try to work hard. So it is $15.99. That's a great price. Trust me, I price things all the time. Okay. Before we move on to Christmas, I just want to show you the Halloween cards that I have sitting here, because that's what the Halloween is for this month. We will have more Halloween next month, which is actually not something we normally do. But again, the world is what it is, right? This is a card that Sarah made. Isn't this cute? With on pins and needles. I can't wait to make this card. We're actually in Orlando, and I might have to go run by Michael's and buy a needle and thread, because I want to make these little crosses. Like, I want to make the smile in one thread, and then the little, what do you call that? Stitches across his face, another piece of thread. Yeah. Oh, yes. And we have another one. Didn't Michelle, our design team member, she did this in pastel pink. So the face is pastel pink, and she put a little bow on top. So cute. So cute. And then look, we have some really fun embellishments also. So that's Halloween, guys. Okay. Let's look at Christmas. I did just put my Christmas on top of my Halloween on top of my Christmas. So this is huge release. Okay. Huge release. We have a brand new category in Christmas. And I'm very, very excited to show you guys these things. So first, let me show you. Here is a Slimline. Excuse me. I'm sorry. A seamless stamp. Yes, it would be adorable for A Nightmare Before Christmas. Here is a seamless stamp. This stamp's gorgeous. He's Young did a card with this, and it's so sometimes you're like, oh yeah, that stamp's okay. This is amazing. And again, it's seamless, so it stamps from the top, and you stamp it once, and then you stamp it, and you can stamp it in all four directions and make it as big as you like. Right? So cute. So this is called candy canes. You think I'd remember that, huh? Candy canes, seamless. Okay. Then we have a new category called animal crackers. And we're going to release these characters every so often, maybe not every month, but almost every month, every 2 or 3 months. And they're called animal crackers. And if you see, these are fun little critters, and they all have like their own little personalities. Do y'all see that? They're so cute. And they're called animal crackers. So these animal crackers, there you go. What they are is this one right here is what we call a 2x6, but it's not 6 inches long. That's just the size that they call it. It fits perfectly across an A2 card front. And some of the design team members used our new rectangles and included it inside of there. Very much fun. And it does have a coordinating die. So this one is called Animal Crackers Christmas Wishes. Hi, new fan. How are you? Welcome. Here we have another, so we're going to have 3 animal cracker Christmas sets. Okay. Here we have our animal crackers with Santa Claus sitting on a bench. how sweet is that? And it says, Merry Christmas from our gang to yours. This would be great to send to people that you don't necessarily know that well, like as a family, because, it's like, hey, our gang to yours. It's not like too personal, if you will. And then it does have a coordinating die, which includes the die for the sentiment as well as the critters. And guys, if you can see this, let me see. Aren't they cute? Look, a little birdie and a pig and a bunny and a reindeer, a bear, and a kitty cat. You're going to see a lot more of these. I am in love with this. You want to celebrate Halloween? So funny. I know. So this is called Animal Crackers from our gang to yours. So this is the second Animal Crackers this month. And then we have a third. Now, I did put a buy all button on the website if you wanted to buy all 3 animal crackers. And if you buy all 3 together, you get a 10% discount. So the price that shows up in the cart is already reflecting 10% off. So I put all the 3 animal crackers together because who wouldn't want all of them? Here we go. This is our last animal crackers, and this is called an Animal Crackers Christmas Hello. So how sweet is that? Look at that bear. Everybody's making friends. Again, we have a bunny and a pig and a kitty and a dog, a reindeer. There's the bird, and then a big bear. And they have some little icons on here as well. And it does have a coordinating die. And everything that's on the stamp set is also included in the die set. Yes, they're very fun. And they're also easy to color because they're not very detailed. So since you don't have a lot of detail, they're super fun and easy to color, which is something I like. So these are the 3 animal crackers, the first installment. We probably will never have 3 of them again in the same month, but I just wanted to make a big bang out of the new a new collection for PFS. And like I said, I did put a buy all button that reflects you get the 3 dies and the 3 stamps with a 10% discounts. Okay. Then we have, guys, polar bears. Check out a polar bear Christmas. So Sarah helps me decide. She doesn't help me design things, but when it's time for me to pick and choose what I want to put in the release, Sarah and I FaceTime each other, and she will help me kind of pick out the things that I want to put in a release all together. And this is when I showed her this, she squealed. They're so much fun. Who doesn't love polar bears, right? So you have a polar bear here. You can say he's hanging up his cute little fish stockings. You have a polar bear with, yes, you're right. I can't say that out loud. You have a polar bear with a present. You have 2 polar bears hugging each other. Wouldn't this be great to do a moon card and have the bears looking up into the sky at the beautiful moon? Or how about polar lights? That would be super great for polar lights. Here you have a polar bear drinking hot cocoa or tea or whatever you want him to drink. It could be a toddy. And there is a stack of cookies. This little snow polar bear is actually ice skating. And if you remember, there was a stamp set last year that was called Happy. I forgot. It was about it's a little girl and her critters, and it was an ice skating pond. You could actually pull that out and add this little polar bear to that set. I forgot what it's called. What's it called, Sarah? It was a little girl, and she had 3 little characters, and they were ice skating. Happy winter to you, something like that. So there's a little moon, and check out the Christmas tree. Look at that fun Christmas tree, right? And then look at the teeny tiny Santa with the reindeer. This is so cute. A lot of the design team members put this in the sky where the bears look like they're looking off in the distance, right? So you can imagine you can have a big, beautiful moon, your polar bears staring off in the distance, and here comes Santa Claus with his reindeer coming across. We also have a scene building stamp set that you might already have that's called Scene Building Glaciers. And the polar bears fit perfectly on those glaciers. It came out the same month as the penguins did. So these bears work great with that glacier scene as well. Yes, super. And of course, a coordinating die set. I mean, how could you have this without coordinating dies, right? So this is super, super fun. Let me see. Do I have a card with this one? I don't. Okay. So I wanted to show you that so I can explain what this is, okay? This right here is your scene. Right here, you would take your paper, you would ink this up and stamp this on your paper. And guys, all of this is snow, and here are 2 snowbanks. So you would stamp this, and then you could take your polar bears and build your polar bear scene on top of all the snow. Right? And if you wanted to, you could just use some shading, okay, to shade in to make it look a little bit prettier with snow, with sparkles. And then all of your critters can just work on top of this snow scene. Sarah says it also looks like water. It could look like water if you wanted these to be glaciers, I guess, but it's meant to be a snow scene. And then that way, yes, you can stamp it in light blue. And then here, your little critters could be playing. You could put your tree right here and one polar bear decorating the tree. And we also are going to have some cute little mice coming out next month that are going to be so super cute with this. This is going to be something that you will never regret having in your stash because you will use this with probably every single stamp brand that you own because it's pretty much just a scene of snow. Now, if you look right here, this little strip right here is one individual little snow, okay? So if you wanted to, you could actually take this little one stamp and stamp your own layers of snow, okay? Or you could, if you wanted to, make this snow scene stamp more down here or make it stamp all the way up. It could be islands. Yes, they could be islands. You could make these little islands with mermaids. I'm telling you. And I think I'm going to redo this and make it into a slimline also, because I was playing around with it the other day, and I was like, oh, I wish this was slimline. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be remaking it in slimline as well. Oh, and a waterfall. Yes. There's just some things that's amazing to me how they just build upon. You can keep going on and on and on. Just imagine like cute little fish. You could take this and then put the glacier, scene building glaciers, like right here on top of it. That would be cute too. Yes. This is really, I love this one. This will be coming out in Slimline. All right. Now, let's look at our gingerbread. Okay, guys. So, yes, and the penguins, when I have fun set, would be super cute too, Sarah. So here we have Build Me a Gingerbread House. I love gingerbread houses, just, from being a kid and baking with my grandmother. However, my daughter's grandmother has made a gingerbread house with her every single Christmas. She's 26 years old now. And if she's home for Christmas, she will be making a gingerbread house with her grandmother. So I have a little affinity for, thank you guys. I have an affinity and a love for gingerbread houses. So here you have a gingerbread house, and it fits on a slim line vertically, but it also fits on A2 because, again, I like to have everything work together. Now, you have 2 candy canes that you can put. They're tall enough to go on either side of your house. You have a Christmas tree. Then you have these berries. Do you see these berries and these leaves? You can, where's my card? I'm going to show you on my card in a minute. This right here, I wanted a fancy gingerbread house, right? Not just, oh, there's another gingerbread house, big deal. I wanted something like super, super fancy. You have a cinnamon stick that you can use for the roof on the house. You have gumdrops if you like. I even gave you some plain little dots if you wanted to not do your own flicking and you wanted to put dots in where you wanted them to be. And everything has a coordinating dot except the dots. The little dots don't have coordinating dots. So this is Build Me a Gingerbread set. Now, if you remember last year, we came out with um, Bob the Gingerbread Man and Betty the Gingerbread Man. So Bob and Betty, which so many people bought last year, go dig Bob and Betty out. They're gingerbread people, and they look amazing with this gingerbread house. Super, super fun. You also had a stamp set last year about gingerbread that went with Bob and Betty. And I made another one this year that goes here, and it is called Goody Goody Gumdrops. So you have several sentiments rocking down Candy Lane. Wouldn't that be perfect to go with? You could just make a candy cane background with the seamless and then come back and add rocking down Candy Cane Lane on top of it. So super fun. Candy Cane Wishes, Home Sweet Home, it's all good. It all goes together. So when you're looking at this, we have a special. Okay. So I wanted everybody to I wanted y'all to buy everything so you have it all together so you can play with everything. So I'm going to show you some embellishments. So Matt, I mix all of our embellishments and Matt, yes, or even add Chili and Billy, yeah, the gnomes. So I wanted you guys to have some plastic candy, some fake candy to really work with your gingerbread house. So if you remember, this is my gingerbread house that I made. And I wanted a fancy gingerbread house. So that's where I put all these berries and the leaves come from because I wanted a fancy house where it looked like not just everyday gingerbread house. We wanted a little fanciness going on. Behind this right here, you see this? This is a snowflake die that we put out like 3 or 4 years ago that I know a lot of you own. Here are the candy canes. Okay. This is a deer that is from Forest Critters. I don't know if it was this year or last year. Here, down here, do you see all these little candy pieces right here? This is what I wanted you guys to have access to. So what I did, I'm going to pour it out. I made a mixture, okay? This is 2 ounces. You get 2 full ounces of a whole bunch of Christmas candy. Okay, so there's little gingerbread people in here. There's peppermints. There's fishbowl beads. There's little Slim Jims. There's some shaker garnish. So if you want, this could just be for your shaker card, right? Or you could do like what I did, and I pulled out. I just used the red and the green that fishbowl beads that came in here, but you've got purple ones, yellow. You don't have to use the traditional Christmas colors, okay? Yeah. So I made this for you so you would have a whole bunch of little candy pieces. So you have a whole bunch of little candy pieces to go with your gingerbread house. So I did do a buy all bundle. And in the buy all bundle, you get gingerbread house and gingerbread dies with a free 1 ounce. Now this jar is a 2 ounce, okay? So if you purchase this, you're going to get a 2 ounce. ounce. But if you buy with the buy all button, you're going to get a 1 ounce jar, which is this size. Okay. So you're going to get, this is called Gingerbread House Candy Mix. You're going to get half of this for free for buying the stamp and the die together. And you still get it, no, I'm sorry, the stamp and the die together with a 1 ounce jar of the Gingerbread House Candy Mix. Okay. And obviously you can use these for shakers, and there's some gingerbread men in here. This is just a really good collection. Don't necessarily have to use it with gingerbread, but again, the buy all button, you get the stamp 6x6 and the stamp and the die set, plus a 1 ounce jar of the Gingerbread House Candy Mix. Okay, so use your buy all button. Then I wanted to show you. Before I move on, here's another gingerbread house that I made. So this gingerbread house, I just didn't get to put it on a card back yet. But here, do you see the fluffiness around it? This is Luxe. Okay, right here. This is Paper Glaze Luxe, which is a product we came out with a couple of months ago. And do you see how nice and thick it is? If you can see, nice and thick. Where on this gingerbread house, I used Paper Glitz Sparkle. So you can see the true difference right here between these two gingerbread houses. Where here is sparkle, so it's like super, super sparkly. Here, the Luxe is also sparkly, but it's thicker. Okay, I use it with a brush. I just find a cheap paintbrush, something I have in my stash, and I dip it in water just to get it a little wet, and then I just sit here and stick it on there. I mean, you have to take your time a little bit, but it's not as hard as it seems. So this was my first house, and then I decided, let me try again. But I am going to turn this into a card. So this is my gingerbread. So you guys, you can see where I use that traditional candy cane embellishments. Now, I couldn't help myself. So this is the traditional gingerbread. I couldn't help myself. I made a second one. This one is called, this is gingerbread. Okay, the one I showed you. This is a traditional Christmas candy mix. So this, I found these peppermints. And they're not pinwheels, they're peppermints. And they come in different sizes. And they're Christmas green, Christmas red. And they're just super, super, super fun. And I threw some clear crystals in there too. Okay. So on my card here, do you see this little candy cane, these little candy cane things? These two pieces came from the traditional Christmas. Okay. I just wanted something different right there. So, and the candy canes come in the set. All right. So that's, I have two more things to show you guys. So remember, go look for that buy all button, okay, guys? All right. So then we have a stamp set, a die that says "Let It Snow." And when this cuts out, it cuts out all together. It is it's pretty big. If you think, where's the A2 card? Here's Sarah's card. So this is Sarah's A2 card. So you could see just how big that this actually is. But of course, it fits on an A2 as well as a Slimline, and of course a 5x7. And look at Sarah's card. Isn't this so cute? She made a shaker card with the one of the animal crackers. Isn't that cute? With white shaker garnish. So cute. I love this card. So this is Let It Snow. And one last die. These are called Scene Building Dies, Strings of Lights. This can be used all year round. Okay. That's why they call them Christmas lights, because this could be something you put on a beach scene. This could be something if you just have like a welcome home or an open house, or someone bought a new house, you can use these lights to string across, and you get 3 in a set, and they do perfectly fit an A2 card. However, if you wanted to go across a slimline, you would just cut more of them out, right? And you would put 2 or 3 of them going across. I expect myself to use these a lot. And so you have the one that makes the V, a curve, and then the curly cute one. Very fun. So that's it for stamps and dies. Let's talk about, I know you guys have been waiting. I'll show you this first. We do have a brand new paper glitz color, and it is called Lime Tarts. Now, if you remember, we already have a lime green paper glaze, but it's Christmas lime. So when you look at it, the Christmas lime, which you might own, which we've had for over a year, when you look at it, it actually has red in the lime, because I put red into the other lime last year, so when it's called Lime Christmas or Christmas Lime, because green's my favorite color, and I wanted a color that was a Christmas green lime, because I love lime for Christmas. So everyone's like, Nicole, now we don't have a lime to use for the rest of the year. So it didn't hurt me to come out with a new green color, and I called it Lime Tarts. Now, this is what it looks like dry. Remember, glaze is a self-leveling product. I'm not sure if you're catching this in the light, but I'm going to give you a hint. It has some blue in it. So it's very lime green, but it has some contrast going on with it, because whenever I make a new glitz formula, I use anywhere between 5 to 20-ish different glitter shades. And do I drive you crazy, Matt? I don't think they can see you shake your head. He's just shaking his head. Yes, it drives him crazy. He's like, Nicole, how many different colors of green do you need? Well, I need enough green to make this, to where my glitz, what's different between paper glitz and all the other paper glitz out there, guys, we give you depth and dimension. It is not going to just lay on a piece of paper and look flat. You're going to get, and this was done, what time is it? About an hour and a half ago. Our daughter did this. It doesn't flake off. It's flexible. Okay. Yes, all the greens. But this one does have a little reflection of blue in it, because I wanted it to be a gorgeous green. One of those greens that we always think of when we're picking out our favorite color. And yes, like Sarah said, glitz is self-leveling. So what that means is it's going to level out. However, it doesn't go flat. There are some products on the market that call themselves glitz, or similar products. They come in little jars, but when you use it, you think it's going to dry with some type of peak to it, and it doesn't. This, it is, depending on how much you put, it doesn't get flat, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so that's paper glaze lime tarts. I think Sarah helped me name this one. All right, now we have a brand new product. And I can tell you, I did create this. It's probably been 2 years since I created this product, and we had just been waiting to bring it to the market. And it is called Paper Glaze Velvet. Okay, and you have 4 colors this month, and I'm going to tell you a secret: you're going to get 4 more next month. So these are called Paper Glaze Velvet. Now, guys, what is Paper Glaze Velvet? Paper Glaze Velvet is a shiny, shimmery, velvety, soft, matte finish. Okay, so let's put all that together. It's going to dry shimmery, not glittery, shimmery. So it's shimmery, It's shiny. When it dries, it has a very soft look to it, kind of like velvet, but it's going to dry what we call matte. Now, it's hard to have something matte and shiny at the same time, trust me. But I want to show you what this looks like. So if you look at this, you can see it's still shiny, okay? It still has some mica finish to it, but it definitely is not glitter, okay? And once it dries, it looks like velvet. It's like super, super soft. It's flexible, okay? Highly blendable. These blend together like just, I mean, butter melted on bread. They're amazing. This dries really, really fast. Sydney made these for me tonight. So this is what they look like dry. But see, you catch that shimmer? See that shimmer right there? This one's called split pea soup. My mom used to make my little brother split pea soup, and I was just so gross when I was a kid that when I was working on this color, I'm like, it's split pea soup. That's what my mom used to make for my brother. So this is paper glaze velvet. This is split pea soup. Then you have a beautiful purple for all my purple lovers. And I had Sydney show you that you can actually, it doesn't have to be flat. You can actually make peaks with it. And all she did was take a palette knife and she went like this after she laid it out. Just that's it. Can you imagine this going across mountains? How beautiful would that be? Or how about just this going across the top of a Halloween card to make spookiness? Yes. And it will create, it doesn't have like a sand in it. There's nothing gritty in it. So it dries soft. And it feels, it doesn't feel like velvet, but when you look at it, it has that soft velvety look. This one is called Sea Urchin. I had fun with these names. Yeah, the purple is called Sea Urchin, since it's that beautiful purple. I had a lot of the design team members use this purple on the bats. So they did like one layer of black bats and then came back and added some purple bats on top of it. Like, I guess, obviously the next day. It looks really, really cool together. So this is Sea Urchin. Then we have, I always forget this one's name. This is called Bonfire. Okay. So it is an orange, but it's more of like the flame of fire orange. It's, it's not red. It's not pumpkin orange. It's bonfire. It's like a fire orange. Okay. And if you look at it, it's still shimmery, but it's very, very soft. You can feel, you can even hear it. Very soft, very flexible. You'll be able to actually do many different techniques with this, and combining this with regular paper glaze is like mwah, unbelievable. Because what happens is regular paper glaze is slick, right? So you're going to get that shiny, super shiny, pearlescent, slick look. Well, when you take a stencil and you put some areas with velvet, no, it does not crack. It will not crack when you die cut it. No, ma'am, it will not. So if you use this with paper glaze and you put some paper glaze on your stencil and then come back with the paper glaze velvet, you're going to end up with two different finishes that just really make something look very real and realistic. Okay. So I'm just super excited about these. And of course, we had to have black. This is called Blackboard. This one, you can see the shine to it. And I had her smear it across the paper with the spatula. And then again, I had her come in. I had her come in with a palette knife and just make some texture. So you guys see that it will hold its texture as well as flat. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't wait to get this on a gel press. Cannot wait. I haven't done it yet, I don't get to do everything, right? All the fun stuff. But I don't know what paper velvet's going to do on a gel plate, but I have a feeling it's going to give us some really cool textures. So these are the first 4 velvets. And remember, we just did release a product called Luxe, but Luxe is completely different. Okay. That is thick, super, super glittery. It's going to hold its shape, Luxe, where the velvet is going to give you a matte finish, and it actually will hold its shape also as well. So these are your first 4 colors, a Halloween color scheme. I will tell you next month you will have 3 more colors that might follow a different season that's about to come up. All right. So what we have left are our sequins. And then you guys can go eat supper. All right. So Matt got me a bowl. We have several of these. So the very first one is called Halloween Pranks. I had a really good time mixing the Halloween sequence why don't you get an extra plate this year? And I'm going to say that because I might have done 12 mixes. And then when I sent them to the warehouse, I got a phone call and said, Nicole, are you serious? Look at all this. So guys, this is called Halloween Pranks. Now, let me show you. This one has black cats, gold cats, I think black witch hat. Is it black or is bronze? So the witch hat is bronze. This cat is black. This one's gold. It has some orange sequins in it, some white stars, some white witch hats, and some orange stars. And this is Halloween Pranks. All right. Then we have Alien Invasion. I was very surprised how the design team used these sequins. A lot of them, for me, when I think alien, okay, it could be Halloween, but also I put these black peppermints inside of it, and it has of course, it has lime green and clear sequins in it. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous in a shaker. So this is called Alien Invasion. All right. The next one we have, thank you. The next one we have is called Halloween Felines. So let me show you this one. All right. So here, this is for more of a girly Halloween, if you will. Pink. There's pink in this. Then there's gold and some orange shaker bits. And then you have these cute little bitty kitty cat faces. So you have an orange kitty cat and a black kitty cat. So this is definitely, and it's really pretty with the pink and the orange. Very, very pretty. And again, all of these, if you want to see these in still pictures, you can go on the website, and Matt's taken excellent pictures where you can see the colors a little bit better. All right, this is my favorite one. Now, I'm going to be honest, when this clay came in, I wasn't really happy. But this one is called Skeleton Crew. This one looks so absolutely cute. I want to do something with the pins and needles, the big face, because they have skulls. So if you can see this, they're little girls, they're skulls with little pink bows. This is so super cute. This one came out, I know, I have another kitty cat one. And this just came out really, really, really pretty. It has yellows and oranges and some pink, and then some cream colors and some clear and some iridescent shaker varnish. And then all these little skulls. Yeah. You can see why I couldn't stop making Halloween sequins this year. All right. This one is called October 31st. Yeah, you need all of them. They're just all so different, but this is called October 31st. So this is another one that I really like because this one, it might look like the other one that had the different color cats, but this one's different because you have black cats, orange stars, white hats, and you have black sequins as well as orange stars, white stars, and you have orange sequins and some gold sequins. So when it comes to looking at this one, if you're a cat lover, you want both because the cats are different colors. They're not all the same. All right, so that is October 31st. All right. Okay. This one came out really good too. I really, really like the way this one is. This is called Scaredy Cat. All right. So super fun, very beautiful fall colors. Okay. These little pumpkins, if I can get one out, are the cutest little pumpkin faces. I mean, they're just, I know you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. But you can go look online and see what they look like on the picture. But they have the pumpkin faces. And look, they have black cats. So you get these large black cats. And I don't know how many cats you get in each. Well, that's not even a full cat. I must have, this is, see, these are mine. Okay. So when you're looking at mine, I use the black cats. You get more than 3 cats. But this is so pretty because it's like all orangey cream with these lovely pumpkins and amazing black cats. And the cats are pretty big. I mean, if you want to compare it to my finger, it's a pretty big cat. All right. So this is one I really liked. And then we have, are you ready for this? This one is called Spooky Town. All right. I love this one too. So you have white witch hats. Okay. You have black cats. You have green sequins. You have green fishbowl beads. He's not going to behave. You have orange sequins. And you have huge white ghosts. Look at that ghost. Is that not fun? So perfect. So cute. So this does have black cats. It has orange, green, and black together. It has some fishbowl beads in it. Very, very fun. With orange and white. Yeah, a lot of people. This is Spooky Town. Yeah, it's Spooky Town and Skeleton Crew. But it just depends on what you're looking for. So this is a green, orange, black combination. And I think that's it, guys. I hope so, right? I didn't get to show you. This is one of Sarah's cards that she sent me. She did a gingerbread house as well. And what I thought was very clever about her gingerbread house is she actually piped. Or did you pipe it? Or did she say she wished she would have piped it? Anyway, so here's her gingerbread house. But do you see this fence right here? This is actually not a fence. She took the stamp from the stamp set called Window Seat to the World. That's supposed to be like a ledge for the cat and everything to stand on. And she created her own little fence with it. Isn't that cute? And I love the Home Sweet Christmas Home. So, excuse me. So I think that's about it, guys. I'm out of breath. But listen, I will be back tomorrow, and I'm going to be demoing a lot of stuff. I'm going to talk more about the new paper the paper mediums. I'm going to talk more about, if you want me, we're going to be demoing. I'm going to demo a lot of stuff tomorrow. Haven't actually planned it out yet, but sometimes me off the cuff is better than planning it out. But we're going to be doing a whole bunch of demoing. So also listen, if you want to get text messages from us about lives and videos and sales. Go to our website and sign up with just your email address. I mean, I think it's your phone number, and it'll give you a 10% off coupon for your next order. Plus, you get a text message whenever I'm doing a live. Our lives are going to be different. They're not going to be 7 days in a row. That got to be a little bit hard for our families. So every 14th, which is Picket Fence Studios release day, I will be doing just what I did here, talking and showing you cards and stuff. On the 15th will be my demo day, where I will demonstrate the products and talk about things, and you can answer me you can ask me lots of questions. On the 17th, we'll have a video coming out, and then every week after that, we will have one of our 7 and 7 teachers will be doing a live. So you're not losing anyone. You're actually going to be gaining a lot more content from us, because we're going to be doing reels, videos, and lives. So it actually ends up with more content for you guys than 7 and 7 was producing. So what? So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel also. That way you can also get alerts to our videos. We have so many things planned for you guys this coming year. I know it's what month? August, and we say this coming year, but this really truly is almost the beginning of a year for us.
And give the video a thumbs up.
Oh, and give the video a thumbs up. How about that? All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves tonight and you found something that you like. And have a good evening. Bye-bye.